Hello everybody, my name is The Big Woes, and starting today we're going to be doing a few things here a little differently than I've been doing. I'm going to be doing a King's Raid physical and magical guide on YouTube here. I've got a lot of questions in the past few years, last past year, and I started playing King's Raid. How do you do this? How do you do that? How do you play the game? Stuff like that. So I figured, you know what, instead of doing continuously just be like, this is how you do it this way, this is how you do this way, I decided it'd be fun to do a King's Raid beginner guide in 2021. This will help a lot of people out who are starting out right now, and this will help a lot of questions that I get in my chats, like how do you farm gold, how do you do this. So we're going to be doing that today. So let's go ahead and get into the game. 1 second here. Okay. For those of you again here, this is me. I am Big Woes. Hello. 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 Alright. LD player, please. Alright, we're gonna just start with the physical count for the next few episodes, and then once we've gotten into that, then we will switch around to the magical account. I don't know why my brain there just kind of like died. Alright, let's go ahead and start up. Now, for those of you who are just starting at the game and you have some questions on how to create your account login, don't worry, we're going to do that right here in the beginning. My microphone, okay, yep, audio, okay, just making sure. Last time I didn't have my microphone on, so this is my second attempt. Let's see if I do it right this time. So as you guys see right here, you have the main screen. Doesn't look like they did an update. When you tap to log in, you have a few options here. You have sign in with Google, which means you have a Google account and you have like a verification Google account. You can stay signed in, you'll never lose your account, kind of thing. That's what, if I would do that, I would make sure you guys had the 2-step verification for this. You can't get hacked. I got hacked once before. I got it thankfully saved. It did happen. You also have a Facebook. So you pretty much only have 2 options. You do have your Facebook, so if you have Facebook and you want to use that to log in, I have Facebook. I use that on my main account. So I would not get mad if you guys did that. I'm not saying you have to. And you also have a guest login. Understand, you guys, the guest login is not going to keep you safe if they do an update. If they do an update, you lose everything. There's nothing you can do about the guest login. So I just cancel this one out. Never use the guest login unless you're just going to play for a little bit, see if you're going to enjoy it. So the pretty much thing that you want to do is usually click whichever one you're on. If you want to select a server, if you see down here it says select server, if you click that, you can click various servers that we are on. If you're on the American server, it'll automatically be assigned to the American server. If you're on Europe, same thing for you, and then Asia, all the places. But if you want to go to a specific one, you'll just click the one. So an example, if I say I want to be on Europe, if I want to be on Asia for a little bit, I'll just click Asia. But remember to make sure before you change, like go into the servers. But if you're gonna go back to your main, go back to the one you need to be on. If I needed to be on Europe, I would click and go back to here. So yeah, so let us, didn't mean to do that. Do this really quick. Perfect, I've already logged in. I already got that messed, then I don't, no. Yes. It's tonight. Okay, well then what we'll do is we'll get everything, no, I'd rather just not turn it on to, well, we'll play that one, but, for those of you who are new, I am Big Woes. I will be streaming 2 streams like normal. But yeah, but we'll get everything set up, and then tomorrow there's going to be an update, so then our main character is actually going to be a little overpowered. This is the story mode if you guys are interested into reading this. A lot of people think the story is really good. I'm going to, for now, just skip it. I've never really been interested in the story. I'm more interested in the game. So this is your character. This is Cassel. He's actually a really great physical person right now. He's one of the best metas right now. They gave him a major update. So if you guys just wanted to use the main hero, you guys can use the main hero. Again, I'm going to skip the story. I'm not really worried about the story. I like the gameplay. It's way more fun. And this is your one of your best healers that you can get free in the game. That I encourage a lot of people to get. You'll actually get her for free. You don't have to do anything. She's actually really good. She also has another form later on that you can get that you might like better. But for now, she's going to be a good healer for your team, so you won't have to do much changing into your team. So why is that there? And then until that 1-3, you are completely underneath. Apologize for that, guys. I forgot to turn that down. To 1-3, you are locked into the game's mechanics. You can't do anything. You can't click anything. So just go ahead and do 1-3. It's really easy. It's really simple. It's just going to teach you how to play the game, basically. But right here, in just a second, we're also going to gain some people. So yeah, again, watch the story, read the story if you're interested into it. These are the two heroes right here. This one here is an assassin. His name is Cleo. Very my reminds I just said the wrong name. This is the physical assassin. His name is Roy. I got him mixed up there. And this a girl over here with the man with the witch hat. She is the AoE Mage Cleo. Now since the updates in these last few years, again, we've had a good amount this last year of major updates. Cleo has actually gotten really good. So again, on the magical side, and you want to just stay with the main heroes, you could make some adjustments, but then Cleo would be your main, and she would have a great ability towards dealing loads of damage to enemies. So you wouldn't have a problem with that. Alright, I'm going to skip this again. So now this is going to kind of go through a step-by-step guide of how you basically fight. Pretty much what they're going to have you use, they're going to have you use the her heal here in a second. And then after that, the best way to pass 1-3 and pretty much the entire game is right here. This is phrase S2, most people call it. For any time you hear a streamer in King's Race say S2 or S3 or S1, that means the skill. So this is S1, this is S2, and this is S3. The phrase S2 is a shield. It puts over all allies, and it basically protects you for as long as it can hold up. And it's really good in most of the healers. It's like one of the best skills in the game for two reasons we'll get into later. But yeah, for now, your shield will be your best friend. So make sure if you're playing this on manual, you just click the little shield button whenever you have the time. But see, right now they're gonna have you heal up Cassel. Boom, and then after that, you're free to do whatever you want. After that, you do this skill. I'm just gonna click that. She's gonna farm up the mana that's required for it. And also, to beat 1-3, I'm just gonna click Cleo's S3. This is what I'm talking about high magic damage. And be able to wipe everything with the floor. Kind of like, explosion! And now everybody, as you notice, has a shield, which means I don't have to do much for this. Technically, I'm still autoing. And we got some stuff there. Also, you guys, you're going to get some rubies in the beginning of this game. Please do not use them until we get to chapter 1-20. I'll explain why. So yeah, just don't spend any rubies until then. And now, again, if you guys enjoy the story, stay with the story. I'm just gonna skip it. I don't want to waste the time. I just want to get into the gameplay. So again, that was Roy, and then this was Cleo. So Roy here, like I said, is a great physical main. You could use him. He's also a backliner, so it means he'll jump to the boards the backs with one of his skills here. I don't remember which one it is. So that's a great person if you want to be on the physical side. We're not going to be doing that because funny enough, there's an update tonight. So I won't be doing that tonight. But if you guys were interested in him, he got an update recently. And he's actually really good at his job now. So if you guys wanted to stay with the main heroes, you could, and you could just, again, like I said, we're going to update our team at the end of 1-20. If you want to keep him, you can. I'm not saying you have to. There's various characters out there in the world. And then this is Cleo. She is a she's a wizard magic DPS. And so for those of you guys don't understand DPS is damage per second. So she is a really good, again, great magic DPS. She has a great AoE destruction where she basically can destroy a lot of enemies, which is really good for you guys if you guys were going to go the magic class. So there's two different sides. There's physical and there's magical. For this account, we'll be going for physical. I already have a team built for this one. So if you guys want to just keep up with that, we're going to be trying to do the metas. So we'll see how that goes because funny enough, one of the heroes that we're going to be using tomorrow gets an update. So she'll be perfectly fine. And then next few weeks after we have some fun on this one, we'll be doing the magical side. So we'll have some fun and show you the magical side because it's going to get a little dimmed here if I don't. And then like I said again, you're going to be going through the chapter. They're going to have you do it. Yeah, and that's pretty much all you'll do again. And now if you guys want to add them, all you do is click here and here. The game pretty much shows you how to click and add people, so I don't need to really kind of go through that for you. I will here in a little bit once we get to the certain stages. But yeah, as you guys know here in just a second, after the story again, skip the story if you want. I'm just gonna skip it. If you want to enjoy it, it's really good. I actually enjoy it a little bit, but I just don't have time to really read it right now. And again, I'm just going to click that right there. I ain't going to click nothing else. Frey will pop up her shield, and they will survive the entire game until the end. And now we're going to use, we call it the raining meatballs skill. We're going to rain meatballs on them. And that's what I meant if you guys noticed by magic AoE damage. She's basically doing AoE, which for those of you who don't know is area of effect. So she's basically damaging all enemies, which is a great thing for magic DPSs because that's really good to be able to clear a lot of enemies out of the way. And then again, we're just going to go till 1-3. And after this, we have a few things that we have to do in order to get to the, pretty much the end game. There's going to be a few things you got to do that. We'll be doing it step-by-step guide so you guys can understand. And now we are finished with 1-3, and now after, we're not going to go up to the chapters, but we will in a little bit. We're going to do a few little things here that's going to actually benefit your team and actually make you stronger than you need to be, which is really good in the beginning of the game. First things you're going to get, a couple things, you're going to get your heroes. This is where you can check your roster of your team. You can edit the team when you need to. This is your inventory. This is going to be a personal item bag that'll hold all your gear stuff. This is a special shop, which we'll get to here in just a moment. And this right here is an amazing login event. For the next 14 days, as you guys sign up, you will get various amount of good rewards that will actually help you out and benefit your team a lot. First thing first being, you have a 5-star selector hero ticket of a person named Celine or Lorraine. These are two really good characters that you can start out with that they personally made like the main characters of the game if you start out with. we'll get into this later again at 1-20. So just go ahead and claim the reward. At the end of the day 17th, you actually get some good stuff. Day 1 of the second week, you're gonna get some really good stuff. So make sure you don't mess with this. Well, again, this will be a little while before you get this, but don't mess with this because this is gonna really help you out. Okay, so we're gonna claim that reward though. And then, like I said, we're just gonna not deal with that for now. You guys also have in the next 14 days, you have a King's Pass. This is something that this just introduced last update. For those of you who don't know, basically what you're going to do is you're going to do various things like stamina. You're going to, which is a good thing, we're going to be farming chapters. That's going to give us plenty of stamina a day. And if you guys will get rewards up to level 13 right now. If you guys wanted the better rewards, it's $10. I would encourage you to do it. I would encourage you to do it. If you're into the game and you want to get a better amount of rewards, now you can do that. Now some of these rewards, if you guys notice, are a bit of rubies. You will have to spend rubies to get a few of these rewards if you notice it. And everything. So yeah, if you plan to go the King's Pass, you can get some rubies if you want. It's 15,500, I believe. If I remember, hold on, 8,000. 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, sorry, 13,500. I don't know why I said 18,000. 13,500 rubies exactly to get all the extra pieces of gear. Also, for you guys noticing, if I will be talking to some people here in just a little bit, if you hear me talking out of context, it's because I am streaming. So if you guys ever want to come to the stream, I will be streaming it live so you guys can see actual live gameplay of what's going on pretty much continuously while we're skipping through the YouTube parts. Hi Ray, good morning. How was your 4th? Oh, as was everybody, yesterday was the 4th of July, so happy 4th of July, everybody. Give that Ray a sec to message back real quick. Alrighty guys, and with that, we are now at 1-3. So now we have some things we can do to really, mine was good, we started a fire. That's how good it was, we started a fire. So now doing a few things here, we're going to be going into the beginner's jumping guide. We'll get into this part again here in just a little bit for you guys. But basically what's going to happen is you have an attendance reward system. So basically every day as you log on, you're going to get, as you guys can see down here, you're going to get a various amount of good rewards. So be mindful, you're going to get some good rewards. At the end of the 14 days, as you guys log in for the next 14 days, you're going to get some really good items. Hold on to these until a little bit so I can explain how those are useful and how you should use those. But we're just going to claim these really quick because that way we don't have to do it later. And now we also in the main, what do I call it? The mission guide. I'm going to go through and I'm just going to click that, whatever it is, I'm going to click escape. Oh, that didn't, hold on, it's going to clear that stuff again or no? Okay, I guess it's not going to clear right now. Never mind, we're going to do that later. That'll just clear everything off your inventory. So you don't do a thing. Now that we're done though, we're going to go do a few things that will help benefit our group here. First things first, we're going to go back to town and we're going to get something from this guy right here. So again, you guys can enjoy the story if you want. If you don't want, it's perfectly understandable. You'll just go up here and you'll click skip. I'm going to click skip again and again because he's just going to go through the guide of how you make your weapon stronger. If you, for those of you, I'm going to show you guys how to do that, so don't worry. It's easy. It's really easy. Now that what we're going to do though is we're going to click improve equipment and we're going to do reforge equipment. Now you're going to have to go this part, so I just expect you guys, if you guys want to just skip this, come up here to this right corner and just click like a turn until they actually have you click the game. When they have you clicking the actual spots in the game, then click. Pretty much it's just going to show you how to reforge. This is going to be something that we'll get into a lot later because again we really just don't need this right now. But this is a great item to actually start off with, and you guys understand you get this item for free. so you don't have to do anything. He actually gives you an amazing, which I didn't know this until I was told this last year by my viewers. You get an amazing starter piece that you can get to use very early in the game, and that's going to give us attack speed, crit, and crit damage, which is immense for the game. Now, most people, what I do, guys, I always make sure nowadays to log it. I've had issues in the past where I've grinded stuff like this, really good gear that could actually helped me out. I've done that a lot of times in the past. So I've learned this last year and beginning of this year to always lock this, and just to be on the safe side, put this in storage. So how to put this in storage is you'll click this little box right here, and then you'll just hit select store item in the box. It is now in this part in your storage box, and then it won't get deleted no matter what you do. Won't unless you pull it out, it won't get deleted. All right, we have that. Okay. Now we're going to go to the heroes really quick. We have a couple guides here that they're going to have you go through. I would encourage you to watch this part. I mean, pretty much all it's going to tell you is this is how you click your heroes. You click your hero, it pops up your heroes. This is their common, their skills, their gear, and their transcendence. Well, transcendence we'll get into way later because it's a guide. This is just going to tell you how to equip gear. Yep, and then now he showed Vespa showed you there one of the best things that I've learned in the game starting out that is great. It is called auto-equipping. I encourage you guys every 5 floors in chapters until we get to a certain point. When we get to chapter 6, then we'll probably get to the point where we can get the gear that we don't need to auto-equip anymore for. But until then, every 5th floor, once you beat it, just come into here, go like this, come into heroes, click on your hero, every hero that you're using, click gear and click auto equip. That's just going to put the best survivable gear that you have on your main hero or on your heroes, and you won't have to do too much to anything. You won't have to do it specifically, like it'll just automatically equip it to that person. And as you guys notice, it's just auto equipping everything. I don't have to do anything. She doesn't really have anything because I only have one, but that's okay. For right now, it's not needed, but I just do that to help them. Now we've gotten through getting this part, which is a great little piece. Now what else can we do? First things first, I forgot to change my name. Cancel. If you guys want to change your names, I encourage you guys to do this as well on King's Raid. This is just a little name thing. All you have to do is click on your guy, go right here, you get one free name changer. And after you get the one free name changer, that's it. If you want to get another one, you have to buy it from shop. I think it's like $2. I don't actually know how much it is. I'm going to main this one. And then so Ray, if you want to re-add this one, it's the exact same name we had last time. The name... Oh, okay. Game guess the name is already... Oh, because it's not been fully cleared yet. Okay. Quill. Well, what about this? There we go. We're just going to change one letter, Ray. It's going to be Biggie Rose instead of Biggie Woes, which I don't understand the difference. We'll get into the changing the your hero icon later, guys. Don't worry about it right now because you might want to make your main hero your hero. But that's okay. So for right now, we're just going to do that. Now, we're going to be doing something here for just a moment. That's going to be... that will actually be beneficial towards the game. I keep doing it, I need to stop doing that. You will actually need a couple items here from this. You'll actually need this pretty much in the beginning of the game. This is going to really help your main DPS shine. Now I say main DPS, what does main DPS mean? Main DPS is main damage per second. You're pretty much going to want to only... big percentage power up your main damage dealer. The reason you want to do that is because the more damage that you do in the game, especially just clearing the chapters, which will clear faster chapters, the faster everything kind of goes for you, especially with higher end stuff like dragons, various other things. It's going to be a lot easier to just it's clear it all faster if you can do it. If you need some ideas on some teams, you can click special shop here. You can go to heroes, and you can then kind of go through a few of these heroes and see who's what. And you want to know exactly what they support. It is this little spot right here. So this one here is a brand new character that was just released not too long ago. Her name is Isaiah. She's a priest. If you notice the top one here, she's a magic priest. So she will help the magic guides out. If you wanted a physical person, you could go for Estelle. She's a very great NPC, not NPC. She's just a hero. That's right. Blah, blah. She's actually a really good physical healer slash buffer, so you could do her. There's just a various amount of heroes. You could do like Chimera. There's various amount. A lot of people try Panzore. She's a great AOE for physical, so that's she's our little satanic crazy queen. I call her because if you notice the eyes, she's a little, she's a little, she's a little tsundere. What is it? Should it be a tsundere? I don't know if it's tsundere or not. But yeah, various heroes. So take your time, look through a few of the heroes here. You know, see who you like, see who you'd want to be as. This is actually a really great magic DPS. Her name is Ladia. I have a good friend of mine who uses this this lady as her main DPS on her main account. It's not her alt accounts. Okay, so again, I said that you need something to get that. What was I meaning by that? Well, first things first, you're gonna go over here. You're gonna go back to this back corner called Memory Archives. You're gonna click this little book. What's going to happen is you're then going to click Memory Archives. Now, for those of you who are into the game and you still don't know how to get to some stuff, this is where you get to it. So Memory Archives, you have the main story. This is where you can basically reread any parts of the story that you didn't really like. For me, if I wanted to read it again and go through it, I could just by clicking the button, and I wouldn't have to do that. I wouldn't have to go back through and what would be the word I'm looking for? I don't remember the word I'm looking for, but yeah, if I want to go through the story, I could. I just have to go back here and click main story. This is sub stories. These are personal stories for only these 8 characters. These characters will get a special skin that's a part of the sub stories here. Only these 8 characters have a skin like that. So if you guys wanted a specific skin, that's a really cool skin for the person, I encourage you guys to come back here after we get to like maybe chapter 6. And if you want to do the sub story and then get their costume, that's entirely your decision. Go for it if you want it. Yeah, like you have an amazing amount of characters who will all have a different skin, but you got to clear specific things. Actually, it looks like you have to clear. Go ahead and wait on this. It seems like you can actually have to wait a little bit. Wait until chapter 10. After chapter 10, you should be good, because this one's saying, like, right here, you need to clear chapter 10 in order to do it. So I would just say wait till chapter 10 to do all this. Now, I'm going to hold y'all off on doing what I just said. Just because of that. You also have monthly Orville, which we'll get into here in just a moment, because that's going to be our little zhuzh. And you have Piece of Memory. These are specifically what people are not getting to understand how to get to towards, like, when you're either mid-game or end-game. Some people know it, some people don't. This is where you can get a various amount of good rewards, and some good heroes out of this thing, which we'll get into again later. This is not... You have to unlock this, you have to clear 9-5. Chapter 9.5, sorry. Why did I say dash? Yeah, 9.5. Once we beat chapter, which is later, once the next couple episodes, when we beat chapter 9, I will come back and show you how to do this. But for now, we're just going to be doing what's called monthly Orville. This is a birthday surprise thing, and what this basically pretty much is birthdays. And for the birthday rewards, you're going to get memory fragments. This is what we need. I will get into this more in a little bit. But for now, the YouTube guys side, I'm going to just go back here. I'm going to click on each person, which is why I'm going to edit this here in a moment. I'm going to click each person. I'm going to click play. And then for most of us, we just skip this because it's a birthday thing. You don't really need to see that. And I just hit skip in the top pointer. So I'm going to do that. until I get all the way back up here till 7. So until then, you guys, I will see you guys here in just a moment, because the YouTube side, you guys, it'll pass for you guys. So yep, until then, I'll see you in a moment. Okay. And 3, 2, 1. Hello everybody, welcome back to the YouTube side. As you guys, I told you guys in the beginning, I was going to be doing all of these, clicking play, and talking with my viewers in my chat. And I've been doing that, and now we are finished with that though. So what I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to skip that. Now, what you just got a bunch of is memory fragments. You got 9,000 altogether. But wait a minute, we can get a bit more. You're like, what? How do you get more? Pretty much what's going to happen is if you go to missions, you click story, for completing all of those, you actually get gifts here. You actually get a bunch more memory fragments. Again, don't worry about any of these. You don't have the gold right this moment until probably around 1-5, 1-6. Why is my game not working? There we go. It's like just all of a sudden died on me. Why? It's like the Wi-Fi is like dying on me. Dying on me. My Wi-Fi's like trying so hard to just cronk out. It's like, no, I don't want to do this no more. But pretty much all you're going to want to do is click all these and you get a little extra, which is really nice. Again, like I said, don't do anything until we get to it, because you'll get 10 unique treasures. These are going to be really good because I'll explain how you're going to use these here in just a little bit. So now we're pretty much done with that. We're going to go back to chapters. We have nothing else here to do. There's nothing else right in this moment to do in here. So we're going to go back to it. We're going to go right here, 1-4. This one is going to be the point where you're basically on your own now. So after this part here, it's going to show you how to do auto mode and, or sorry, auto for skills and speed boost, and then that's pretty much it. You do whatever the heck you want, as much as you possibly want. So yep, I'm just gonna get ready and start the battle. Now this will count right here. 1-4 for me, I count it as stage 1 because you're gonna get new gear as you go up. So remember, every 5th floor, after you beat 5 floors, make sure to check your gear. And so now pretty much they're going to tell you about the auto button. The auto button allows heroes to use skills automatically, but pretty much what it implies. As you have auto on them, they'll just use every single skill as soon as they have mana and as soon as it's up. See, as you see, they all clicked a specific skill. And then this is just a nice speed boost. Helps out, makes them go a lot faster. Oh, it's gonna auto it. Okay, whatever. I can see that working out. I was trying to do this shield there, but it's because of 1-4. So this counts for me as 1-1, just because, again, it's forcing you to do stuff. You don't get to make the choices. But now pretty much we're gonna go right here in literally just a second. Ta-da! This is pretty much, you guys remember the girl I was talking about. This is Estelle. She is actually going to help you with your missions. She's just here to like be in the background and just kind of help you out. This is your guideline stuff. This is where you can you're gonna pretty much be here at the beginning of the game a lot. Pretty much here actually, the normal achievements. Some of these ones, yes, but mostly you're gonna be in the normal, because every time you beat a specific thing, it's gonna give you a good amount of rewards there to start out. Again, this is what I talked about earlier. This is attendance. These are challenges, which, again, this is some great advice. I don't even know if I told you guys advice. For the challenges, take your time on each specific one. Don't go through all of them without going through the chapters as well, because there's going to be a few back here in the very back that you have to do specifically with another mission. So it's just like you do better if you just wait. And then the top ones are your daily. So every time you finish your week daily missions, you will get a smorgasbord of rewards. So like as you see right here, it's going to ask us to play 1-5, and we're going to get some nice rewards, which is good skill books, which is nice. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. So first things first, I always encourage you guys to do this. This is a hero dungeon thing. It's just gonna take you through a little story. Pretty much, I'm gonna skip it. And you get some rubies from doing that. So yeah. Another thing you guys will actually need to do is your guidelines. This is going to be your place as well until you get to chapter 10, the final chapter, or sorry, 11. Once you get to chapter 11, you pretty much won't need this anymore. But as you saw, I clicked claim all, so that's going to claim every single one of them. You don't have to hit any specific one hit claim. Stuff like that. If you saw there, I clicked shortcut. If you need a specific thing, like it's asking you to clear 1-5 and you don't know where that's at, if you just click shortcut, your character's going to go in and start to get like right to here for you. Pretty much that's just 1-5 though. So yeah, I'm just going to get ready and that. Again, my Wi-Fi is trying to cronk out like so hard. It's not funny, but it's not good. We're not gonna do that. And now again, we're just gonna click skip. Pretty much done. And now we're pretty much done with the starter point of the game, to a degree point right now. So we're gonna really quickly just claim these Estelle mission guides because it's gonna ask us to. As you see right there, it's gonna go like that. Boom, boom, claim reward, and claim the reward. Now you actually have some awesome skill books. I encourage you guys to hold off on using these until we get to 1-20 again. Various things I want you guys to not do until we get to 1-20. No spending your rubies, no spending these skill books, and no spending this book, this T5 hero. Or sorry, yeah, no, not T5. Sorry, 5-star hero ticket. Don't do it yet until the end of the game when we get there. And the first thing again, I'm gonna go through just make sure everybody's geared up a little bit here. It looks like we are softly, so yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll do it again here in a little bit until we get to the end back over here where a pop-up's gonna come up. I will see you on the YouTube side. I will see you guys again here in just a little bit. So then again, just go ahead and get from 1-6 all the way back here, which is 1-10, 1-11, and then we'll go from there. So until then, see you guys 3, 4, and then 5. It is a good amount of materials to get to that point. Don't worry, as you guys go through the main story and get up to like chapters 9, by the time you get to at least chapter 6, we'll have the stuff that you need to make all your team strong enough to get to T5, so don't worry. So until then, just hold off on worrying about that, because you only need 5-star heroes. You don't really need anything else. So all we're going to do is we're going to go right here, click this, because it's going to ask us to basically do this. I'm going to click skip the story. Room of Ordeals, this is where you will awaken the person. So in order to awaken them, you're going to need something called fragments. We'll get into this as we hit 1-20, because there's a lot of stuff I have to get into for you guys. I'm just going to pretty much just click all these. This is how you do it. You right click, click use, and then enter the dungeon. And you're going to be fighting your shadow in order to unlock your abilities. As you go up though, remember this guys, as you go up in the starring, the damage the shadow's going to do is going to increase. So be careful and be mindful when you're doing this. Make sure you have your gear up to date. It's a lot stronger. Your survivability is a lot better. The only reason that you're going to beat this one, no matter what you do, is because it's the first one, and they had to make sure that this one's going to be like, this is going to be easy for you. And now we have his shadow. We unlocked his we now have the ability to unlock him at 2-star, which is really nice. So pretty much all we're going to do, I'm going to click skip again, blah, 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 is go to Room of Purification. We're going to click on the person that we want to purify. Now for purifying, it's going to cost you a certain amount of gold. So pretty much you're going to sit right here, and do this. Now, again, you're not going to spend any gold on cost cells like on this first one. If you notice, I still have 14,000. This is just the story mission, but anytime you star somebody, it's gonna require you money. Now, most people like me, once you get to a certain point that you have money, oh, I can't do that. That's fine. I'm not gonna worry about this one then. Once you get to a certain point in the game, the next couple of weeks as we do like things like stockade and all that stuff, which I get into here in a little bit, you're going to have plenty of money. You can just hit the max purification and then it'll just finish the whole thing. You don't have to deal with it. I usually do that way. It's a lot easier for me. I found it does require money. It does cost money, but you can get money every basic day, so there's pretty no reason that you shouldn't have enough gold, you know, good chunk of gold by the time you basically get, pretty much at the time we hit after 1-20, you'll have a good chunk of gold that you can do that. And so now your hero, your Cassel, is now 2-star, and he's a lot stronger than he was. This is going to give us a couple more things here, index, couple things. Now, as you guys have been completing missions, you'll notice up here that you have a little N, like a notice, hey, notice me kind of thing. If you click this down, you actually, for every chapter, for every 3-star you beat, so every time you get a 3-star in a chapter, which pretty much the only thing they ask you pretty much to do in the chapters is all your characters have to survive. That's pretty much the only thing. And once we get to the end of chapter like 1-20, I promise you, I'm going to get you a great team that's going to be able to help you out, and you will literally probably never not 3-star. If you don't 3-star it, don't worry, just redo it again. You pretty much get it the second time. This first time, just sometimes there's a couple chapters and some points in chapters where the main hero in that chapter point dies, and you just have to do it again, and they'll survive. It's weird. I don't know why they do it like that. But pretty much, we're going to claim some gifts here. This is some fragments, so you get a nice chunk of fragments starting out. And you'll get some rubies at the end of this, and Transcendent Stone, which again, I said, don't worry about this until we get to Chapter 6. This will help out a lot of people later on. So hold off till Chapter 6, and then we'll get into that more later. But for now, I'm just going to go back here. I'm going to click Claim, and now you claim 150 unique fragments. So don't use these just yet. I'm just claiming them right now, just to have them out of the way, have them ready to go, so when we get everything ready here in a minute, we will have what we need. And then I'm gonna claim the other ones. If you saw there too, you get the game's gonna pretty much give you fragment boxes as you're playing as well. So just go ahead and do that. I'm gonna click back here as well. Click claim all these, get these all claimed up. As you guys notice, we have a nice chunk of gold. Again, we're not dealing with that until chapter 1-20, because by the time we get there, we'll have plenty enough gold to do what we need to do. We already have everything we need to do, but I'd rather hold off until 1-20, because then I can explain it a little better and on what we're going to use it for. But I'm pretty much going to go through here and just pick up all the heroes' gold so far that they've gotten. And yeah, okay, now that we're pretty much done with that, also going to go back through and make sure you're doing your guidelines as well. Getting your guideline rubies is really going to be good later on. And so now pretty much, you guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to farm 1-12 until we get over to here. Once you get over to here and another scenario pops up, we'll be right back to where you show you what's going to happen. So until then, guys, I'll see you in a minute. Alrighty, and 3, 2, 1. Hello everybody, welcome back to the YouTube side. I hope you guys have been doing what you guys have said been doing, 1-12 up to... Oh, I missed it again. I missed this last time. I always forget this one little spot right here, because you just don't notice it. They shouldn't have put it right there. They should have put it like back here. I'm gonna clear that though. 1-12 up to 1-17 though. And everything, and once you do this, you're pretty much going through the scenario to get something really special. Hope you guys have been also auto-equipping your gear again, making sure you're going through to getting your gear stronger. Again, after chapter 1, the monsters are going to get harder, so make sure you're doing that. Better gear will mean better survivability. Morning. No, don't look over there yet. No, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I got you something that you can play with here in a little bit when everybody else wakes up, okay? Look down on the floor. I got you guys some bowling stuff. You're very welcome. Yes, turn it on. Just make sure the... Hold on 2 seconds. Hold on, everybody on YouTube as well for 2 seconds. I need to take a quick second. I'll be... And 3, 2, 1. I apologize for that, YouTube. We had some technical difficulties on my end. I personally apologize for that. I did not mean to do that at all for you guys. Did not mean to go like crazy like that. I apologize immensely for that. Okay, so what were we were doing the scenario. So this is the scenario. All you're gonna do, I'm gonna skip it. Don't really need it. Okay, so what you're going to be getting from here, again, if you guys want to go to the store, you can. I encourage you guys if you guys want to. This is called a unique weapon. Most streamers for King's Raid will call it a UW. That is what it is. It's just a unique weapon. That's the nouns for it. Pretty much, this is your main weapon for your main damage dealers. Now, again, Casa is a great hero now. He got a buff just recently, not too long ago, that makes him an actual little overpowered and a little crazy. So if you guys wanted to use him, you actually get his weapon for free. You literally can use it. Most people will not do what I just did there. I just went, I equipped it, and I locked it on him. The only reason I did that is because this way, I'm just going to have it for now, in case any time later, if I really need him, I could just, what's it called? Grind it or use it. But for now, I'm just going to lock it on him in case I ever want to use him or not. So now, Perez, we are now at the point where we're pretty much at the end of chapter 1-20, where we're pretty much there. So I'm going to hang out with you guys at this part, and instead of just kind of popping off again. And then we'll be kind of getting into all of the magical stuff that goes into the game. So a lot of stuff that you're going to be doing pretty much every basic day kind of thing. So I'm just going to, again, skip the story. Don't really need the story. And yeah, pretty much just gonna hang out with you guys now. So a lot of questions that people do ask that I'm gonna get into here in just a little bit are, where can I farm gold? You know, what's the best way to get experience? All in due time. Also, again, for you guys who are on the magic side, you're gonna be asking me, oh wait, I'm a magic user. What's the magical side gonna be? Understand that in the next couple of weeks, I will be doing the exact same video over again, but I'll do a whole different video, but it'll be the magic side. So I will go into full detail on the magic communities side once we get into that. But that is the next video. This is for the physical account. Now, again, anybody has any questions, feel free to come to my streams. My name is Big Woes, and I can answer you them there as well. Alright guys, now we are at 1-20, so let's go ahead and beat this last boss. And then the magic begins. Alrighty, guys, with that, you've now beaten 1-20. Now, with beating 1-20, you also gain this right here. If you see it, it's called Free Package for Clearing Chapter 1. This is the only package. If you guys have been noticing, you guys have been getting packages. They're like $25, $8. You guys can do those if you need it, if you feel like you need the person. But trust me, when I say you really don't need those for starter things. If you want to just whale, that's what we call it for buying stuff. That's entirely your decision. But if you guys want one free package, I'd encourage you to get this one. It's going to give you a costume ticket and some rubies, which is going to be great for right here in a minute. So all you got to do is click Insta Buy for that one, as well as the other ones. That's all you got to do, and it would buy it. But I've been clearing those off because I really didn't need those. There's no really, again, no reason for that. And now we're going to, the story's gonna kind of pick up here in a second. It's gonna have us go to the portals and learn about the portals, blah, blah, blah. You could just teleport around, blah, 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 all that stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Again, letting it go through the game. We're gonna go through this. I don't know why they have to skip this crap. Perfect. And now with completing chapter 1-20, we gain one more hero in the game that's actually going to be fairly useful to us here in just a second. This hero is named Klaus. He's actually been updated recently, not too very much long ago, to be a really great physical and magical tank. So he's actually really good for either group. So if you're starting out the game and you don't have the ability to get some specific heroes, don't worry. He's actually a great low investment tank, which means you won't have to put much into him in order for him to be a good tank and keep your teams alive. Now with that, we are also going to claim some quest items here, just a little bit here. Come on, game, come on, quit doing that. Quit, please. Quit, please. Seriously. Thank you. All right. Sorry about that, guys. At the bottom there, you guys saw it was claiming hundreds of quests. First thing we're going to claim is that one, because you guys have been claiming up to, again, do these ones very slowly, because you want to make sure you're getting all the rewards from these, because each one's going to have a specific challenge to do. So take your time with a few of these. But if you guys have been saving your rubies, like I said, you guys are going to have this ability here in just a second to do something. Now, earlier I did say that I was going to be doing something a little different than I normally plan on doing. Well, I have a friend here. I'll show you guys my friend here in just a moment. Now what did I mean by that? Well, earlier here just a moment ago, you guys got a thing I told you guys to get, which was this little package. This little package will come with a pack of rubies and a costume ticket. So we're going to open this really quick. And as you guys notice, I have 3,000 rubies. Now, what am I going to use these rubies on? That's a great question to ask. What I'm going to use these rubies on is, after I open these boxes, I apologize, I'm just getting them out of my inventory. getting them ready to go. I'm going to use it on getting my main hero. Now, my main hero for the physical account here is going to be, her name is Urze. As of tomorrow, she's getting an update. Out of tomorrow, legally tomorrow, she's getting an amazing update where she will be a lot better than she is right now. So for right now, she's not going to do as much as we think she is, but tomorrow she'll have an update. So we'll update everything. Also, for anyone who's joining today, I doubt anyone's joining today, but if you are, make sure when you're finished and you finish the game here, log out of the game until tomorrow. Log back in tomorrow because they're doing it again. They're going to be doing an update later tonight, and you don't want to be on when they are on because you can lose your account doing that. So pretty much all you're going to do is to get the hero that I'm talking about. You're going to go to Special Shop. You're going to go to Package, and you're going to go to Beginner. I had to think there for a minute. I was like, was it that one or that one? In the beginner thing, you have like 2 things right here that you can get. First thing you can get is a 5-star hero ticket, which again, that's what we're going to be getting. And then later, when you have a couple more, when you get about 700 rubies, come back and get this costume ticket. It's a cool free costume ticket. I encourage everybody to get with the costume tickets. Get only ones you're going to get are the bathing suit ones. Reason being is that they give a higher % gold increase, which basically means you'll make more gold right in the beginning, which is really good. Yeah, so pretty much now all we're going to do is we're going to click on that. As you guys notice, I now have 2. Now, wait a minute. I have 2, but wait a minute. I can get a 3rd one. So until July 22nd, there's an event going on right now where if you guys want to get a 3rd ticket, you can. So pretty much all we're going to do is we're going to click here. We're going to click Game Settings. We're going to click Others, and we're going to click Use Coupon. Now, the coupon code here is here in just a second. Control and that right there, I'm going to leave the game up for just a second. This is going to basically be your coupon. Again, this will only be available until the 22nd, so if you guys are going to play right now, make sure to get this coupon code. I'm going to give it another second here so you guys can write the code down. Pause the video if you guys need to, so you guys can write the whole thing down. But now we're going to click Use. And then we're going to hang out here for just a second so that the item will come in our mailbox here in just a moment. Should be here any second now. Any moment now. Any second now. There it is. And we now have a special coupon, which is, this is a little broken. You don't only just get unique weapon stone upgrades, which is really good at the beginning. That's going to really help us out. Actually, a little good bit there. You also get a T5 hero ticket. So one of your heroes is actually going to be T5. And again, this is only up until the 22nd, so make sure you guys get that before it runs out. You can get any hero you need or want. So now, we have 3 hero tickets. Well, now, wait a minute. Where's the 4th person? Again, as I explained it, Klaus is going to be our main tank for the majority of the game. He's a good tank. He's going to keep our team survivable. He's a low investment, meaning I don't have to put too much into him to make him really overpowered. For our team. So that's going to be really good. So first person is this ticket. This is a specific ticket. You can only choose either Celine or Lorraine. So for this group, we're going to be clicking for Celine. She's a great single target DPS for physical accounts. So she's going to be my physical single target character. She's going to be hitting characters that my AoE character will not be able to hit. And she's the princess of the elves, so you have a cool little elf here, lady here, that you can enjoy and like. And now, as you guys notice, I'm level 6. One of the biggest things for team levels, as you're playing through the game, you're going to get plenty of levels, so don't worry about this part. This is just going to pop up every now and again. The next hero ticket that we're going to get is, we're going to get this one as a special bonus right now. We're going to get our healer with this one. And our healer for my group is going to be Renhartna. If you guys can get this girl at any basic time, I encourage you to get her. She is a great amper for physicals and basically magicals. So she's a great healer as she amps up a lot of your damage. So the more damage, again, that you can do in the beginning, the more you can clear a lot of chapters. You can clear a lot of various things later on in endgame stuff. So we're going to use this to get this hero. And we're going to acquire her. I'm just waiting for that. The game's gonna sit there for a moment because it's claiming all those missions that you're doing by doing this. But instead of Frey, Red Heart here is going to be my healer for this group. If you guys don't have the up till 20-second coupon event, don't worry. Just get your main DPS, and if you want to get Renhartna with this, you can, because you have Lorraine and you would have the 3. Sorry, actually, I apologize. With only having the 3,000 rubies, if you do not have the coupon code that we just did there, you will not be able to get Renhartna. You will have to get your main DPS, because you won't have the rubies to get the other person. Rubies will cost 6,000 for a hero, so kind of make sure you're getting your main DPS. If you have the extra ticket, if you're doing this before the 22nd and you have the extra ticket, you're just going to get really nice rewards. That's going to help you out. Like, see, again, we were level 6. We just jumped 2 whole levels by just getting a hero. That's it. So again, like I said, that's just gonna, you can definitely get some good stuff for that. And with this one, this is again that cool, awesome event ticket. We're gonna use this to get my hero. This is gonna be my main damage dealer. So we're gonna go here, we're gonna go assassin, and we're gonna pick Urze. Urze is a great, as of tomorrow, she will be a really good AoE DPS. So she's gonna be my main DPS for this account, and I'm already gonna have her T5'd. So that way I won't have to really do any Transcendence later on, and this will really help me out later when I'm T5ing everybody else up, because having a high-end, already good attacking main DPS will be really good for transcending everybody else later on, because then it'll be easy to clear them and everything. And with this, we can get a costume for Urze. Now I'm gonna do again, I'm only gonna be doing the swimsuit ones, even though there's really pretty ones. The only reason, again, that I want you guys to get these ones is, again, they give a great amount of gold boosting, which really, in the beginning of the game, that really does help you out a lot, especially when you have a 3, here, I'll show you guys. When you guys get those ones, you have a 3% gold boost increase. You will not need, if you get them, you can get any costume you want. You can get the experience ones. So if you want, you can do that. Again, with everybody else, this is the T5 Transcendence perks. Just gonna try and skip all this to shut this thing up. These are something that you will get into more later. For now, and for everybody else on the stream, I'm just gonna hit recommended perks because I'm not gonna get into this right this moment. This is just because she's T5, so she pretty much skipped a step. We're gonna do that for now because we have her. Now, we have some problems. If you guys notice here a little bit, a couple of our characters, well, at least one of our characters is not fully up to everybody else's level. Everybody else is 5-star, and he's only 2-star. Now, how will we make him stronger? Well, again, remember, we had a bunch of fragments earlier that I was telling you about. This is where now we can do the Awakening. This is going to help strengthen our tank here and be able to survive hits for the main team here, which is going to be these guys right here. And again, we're on auto, so we don't have to do anything. And again, the only reason that we're able to do a lot of damage right now is because we have Urze, we have a T5. That's the only reason. And you would still be able to do it even with 5-star main damage DPS. With the 3,000 rupees that you guys spent for the ticket, you'll still be able to do this part really easy, relatively easy. And you'll get enough levels out of this that you should still be able to do up to 5-star. After that, you're going to have to go to chapter 6, get some gear before you can do it, because you just won't have the gear. You won't have survivability to do it. Again, now this is what I was talking about earlier. I'm just going to hit max purification. Hit that, boom, done. It's going to cost some gold, but hey, I ain't worried about it, because again, we're going to make some gold here in just a little bit. We're gonna deem it. Now, an easier way that most people will do this to awaken a person, we'll just click here to go room more deals. Some people will go back to the heroes and click the specific hero that they're working on, because sometimes they might click the wrong one, but I haven't had too many problems with that. And then, like I said, guys, Urze tomorrow will be a lot better, so the team should do a lot better survivability-wise. As you guys can see, Reinhardt is just actually helping out a lot by keeping Klaus healed. That's so awesome. And a bunch of people are getting levels, so that's really nice and helps me out as well. And now, as you guys see, Klaus is now 4-star, and we just have one more star to get, which is right here, the 5-starring. And now you guys see he died, but don't worry, because Urze's already T5'd and level 60. We won't have to do anything or worry about it. When you guys are in this, don't worry. If you guys are dying to it, I can show you what you'll do after you get him to like 4-star. You shouldn't have too many issues, but I've never had an issue with this, and I won't really have an issue with this right now. So it will pretty much probably be okay. Hopefully. I might need to put on the actual earring that I did not put on yet. We'll see how that goes. If she keeps getting knocked out, I'm gonna, you know what? We're gonna have to, hold up, 2 seconds. So we're having some issues, guys. We're having a few issues, you guys saw that. First thing we're gonna do is only thing we're gonna do that's gonna make this a little better, I forgot to put on one thing. Once you get your main DPS, go ahead and click on that person. Click this little pop-up here. We're gonna experience them to level 70. Now mine's gonna go higher than that because she's level 60 already. Yeah, all you're gonna do is gonna click on the one that you need, click max, and click that. Then they're gonna go up a bunch of levels, and they're gonna get a lot of power-ups. I encourage you guys to do that for your main DPS if you're not using the ticket again. The ticket, I just got it lucky because of the event. I didn't know that event was still up. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna also give her, remember that item that we had, you guys? This T6 earring. We're gonna take that off and out of the storage, and we're gonna put that on her because now she'll do a crazy amount of damage right in the beginning of the game. She'll now do 3,000 or 30,000 damage, which will help her out a lot, loads. Also, for all of this is just extra gear. We don't need it anymore. A great thing that until at least chapter 6, I want you guys to do is I want you to click the grind button. I want you to click grind all. Click common, uncommon, rare, heroic, and ancient. Make sure this is to T8 and below, and this is to 5-star and below, and then these are all checked. This is gonna grind all the extra gear that you don't need, that you're just getting an abundance of, which will help you out later, because we'll need a lot of that later on. Now what we're gonna do is we should be strong enough to do this. Now that we powered our main damage dealer here a little bit. I apologize, you guys. I totally forgot about that. And he still died, but as you guys notice now, Urza is doing a lot more damage. Hopefully we won't have too many more problems. Doesn't look like it, which is good. Now, if you guys are having problems, don't worry. I'm going to show you where to go to next really quick. So if you're still having a lot of problems, don't worry. I'm going to take you to the experience dungeon, and you can get a bunch of experience and come back and do this again here in a minute and level up and be a little bit stronger. If he does not quit stunning her, I'm going to beat the crap out of him. Because he's pushing her back and then stunning her. This is pissing me off because this is what's causing us to lose. I don't need to be losing like this. All right, and then with that, guys, we got a victory now. I apologize for that. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the ideas of me needing a little bit stronger. If you guys are still dying to it, I'm going to show you here in just a second. Don't worry. Um, you will be able to beat that, and you just might need to level your team up a little tiny bit. But again, now that he's level, now he's like started up nice a little bit there. We're gonna go back here to the missions here in just a second when the game wants to quit doing the little pop-up mission thingy. We're gonna go to normal achievements, click a bunch of these, get a bunch of these up, which is nice. And then we're also gonna go to hero achievements and get a bunch of rubies. We need them here for just a second. So I'm gonna, just click all these, claim all these. And if you guys notice, we have 700 rubies, which is exactly what we need to get another costume ticket. We're gonna be getting a Celine costume, which we're gonna get and again, we're gonna get the bathing suit one. That'll increase their thing. Now, once you guys hit Transcendence 5, you guys will notice I'm getting a lot more rubies. I'm actually getting up to, I think it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,000, or no, not 15, 1,500 rubies, I believe. 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, and then 1,000. Oh, sorry, yeah, 1,500, 1,500 rubies from transcending up to 5-star. So again, when we get to chapter 6, I encourage you not to use those rubies because those are going to be really useful. But we have a couple rubies here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Special Shop. We're going to go to Package. We're going to go to Beginner, and we're going to get that costume ticket. It's only going to cost 700. It's pretty easy to get rubies in the game, so don't worry about not spending that kind of rubies right there. I'm going to use this to get, again, Celine and Herbert in her beachside costume. And we're also going to put these guys up here so that they will be a part of up here, and it'll be easier to get towards that to them. Also going to equip this onto her. Help her out a little bit here until we get to chapter 2 and get a little more gear and a little more things kind of started for. Now, I told you guys earlier that you guys can change your hero. You actually can do that. You don't have to have Castle here sitting in your main group. So all you gotta do is click your little icon at the top corner, click select hero leader, and you can actually pick it, and you can have them wearing their costume. So if you don't want them wearing costume, you have to take it off on your main person. But if you want to, I'm gonna hit select hero as main, and that's gonna change it right there. Now, I did talk about what we were doing, that we were doing some, we need some gold, we need a few little things here and there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pop over to Orville. We're going to pop to the Orville Castle really quick, just because that's going to, you can just exit out of that. That's going to take us here. The place we're going to go to is called the Stockade Vault. Now, before we go in, don't go anything just yet. Go up here to missions, go to extra, and claim your 100 rubies that you didn't claim if you haven't claimed them yet. And claim these right here 3 times. What that's going to actually do is that's going to give you an extra gold and experience boost in here, which is going to be really nice. Now, there's going to be a dungeon that I'm going to actually have you guys skip. And the only reason I'm going to have you guys skip that dungeon is because you're going to get skill books, which are going to help you guys out later on. So this one right here, the skill book dungeon, just skip that one until chapter 2. And then you can not have to worry about it right now until, chapter 2. Because then you're gonna have to do a quest for chapter 2, which is going to ask you to do the skill book dungeon. So that's why I say just skip that one for now. But for all we're going to do is we're going to go fragment dungeon, stage 1. So you have 1 to stage 6. Every time you beat a stage, you will unlock the next stage. And one thing, guys, make sure you guys are gears up to date. You'll only be able to do level 3 until chapter 6. Then we can start doing the higher stages because they will get hard. But pretty much we're going to do this. We're going to boom, 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 and we're going to hit go. We're going to select the one. So for now, let's just go ahead and do this one. And then we're going to get more. And pretty much you're already on auto, so you really don't have to do much to make this go any easier or faster. It's going to go just as fast as it needs to. And as you guys notice, we jumped up again from level 8 to 9, 10, 11. We jumped up 4 team levels. So again, this is something you don't have to worry about. This will jump you up a bunch though and help you guys out later on. But as you guys notice, we got a couple levels there too, which is really nice. So now we're going to go back out again. As you guys will notice, the game progresses you automatically in the stockades. And you'll see, you go back in here, you'll hit stage 2, so you'll have more rewards, and it'll be a lot stronger though. So just make sure you know what you're doing. The only reason we're going to be able to beat this probably is because I have Urze again. She's level 5 T5, so she's got what she needs to do the output damage that she needs to do right now for these stages. So as you guys notice, Urze is just kind of cutting them up with her little claws back over here. If you'll notice it, little claws will come out. She's just kind of smacking them with her claws. Her magical claws, which I don't get why she's not magical, but that's okay. And with that, the fragment dungeon is done for the day. You can only do this once a day, so make sure you guys are doing these every day. This helps you out get plenty of resources later on that will help you out a lot. Again, skip the skill book dungeon until chapter 2. There's going to be a certain mission right after the first few stages that asks you to do this one, so hold off on that one. The next one we're going to do is the experience dungeon, which you can guess. You're going to get experience from this one, which is really good, as you guys will notice here in just a second. My team's going to jump up from like level 20 to almost level 40 probably, depending on, I don't know how much it's going to go. So we'll see here in just a second. And with that, you guys, you beat it, and you guys will notice you jump up a bunch of levels. You jumped up 30 levels. So again, if you guys are having problems with not being able to get all your heroes up to 5-star, just come here really quick and fight really quick the first stage. You get enough levels that you'll easily be able to beat it, no problem. I'm going to do it again, though, because I'm going to do the next one, because, again, all of our team members can go up a bunch more stage higher, which, again, survivability is really great for the first few chapters. So, yeah, we'll just click that again. It goes up to stage 2, and we're going to do it again. Make sure, again, guys, you guys can do this every day. Even if your main heroes are level past, like, the highest level 5 will get is level 70. Once you hit that stage, you will be, you'll level cap. Once you level cap at level 70, just hold off. You can just continuously keep farming it every day. You'll get experience bottles, which will help you out later in the game. But as you guys see, I jumped up from level 20 from here and there all to level 47, which means they all will do a great amount more damage as we're progressing through the story. And now the last one here, and then as you guys know, the skill book dungeon is the skill book dungeon, so that will get into later. The last one here is the gold dungeon, which again is an example. It's gold. You're going to get gold from this one. Try not to progress to these levels, the red ones, until further notice. The reason being is that you might be able to get to like level 4, maybe level 5, but the only reason I'm going to say that is because this dungeon is specific. As you do this dungeon, you're going to actually have to break a shield. The first few stages, it'll be easy. You won't have to do nothing crazy. You will have to break a shield, though, that it takes 200 hits. If you don't break it within the time limit, he will be able to hit you, kind of thing, like destroy it. So all we're going to do is click these guys. These are my main team. We're going to go in. The first few stages should be easy and should be fine. I think Celine will be really good in this one later on as we get past, like, again, up to chapters at least 5 and like maybe 6. We'll have better gear survivability, so we'll have we might have the actual speed to do the higher stages. But for some of you, you're gonna have issues and struggle. Don't worry, just stay in level 3 until we get up to a certain point. I will show you later on that there's gonna be 2 actual heroes that you want to get, and you want to give them some gear, because they will do really good for this floor here. So, yeah. As you guys can see, they do have little shields that you do have to beat for the second part, or the little bosses. The higher boss will have, as you guys saw, he had a 200 shield. Pretty much in the first few stages, it's gonna be really easy. The next few stages, like 4 and higher, are gonna be harder. It's gonna be where you're gonna need to optimize your gear a bit to have the attack speed and everything else. And so pretty much if you guys notice up top here, we haven't broken his shield, and the time limit has hit. So we're gonna start taking more damage as the game progresses. Um, I don't understand why I'm not being able to clear the second stage. It may be due to because Urze's not fully optimized until tomorrow. Let's see here if I can do it. No. So if you can't beat it, the shield's going to keep going back up. So don't worry, just do stage 1 again. After we beat chapters 2 and 3 and we kind of get up in our gear and everything, the survivability will do better. I thinking it's because my main character, she's not been optimized until tomorrow. So we'll just hold off on doing this. I'm not mad with that. I'll just do stage 1. We'll get a bunch of stuff tomorrow. We'll be all right. Again, the only reason I'm having problems on my account, guys, you guys shouldn't have problems. You should easily be able to beat stage at least 2. The highest, again, for all the stages until you get to a certain point in chapters is at least stage 3. 4 if you're optimized enough and you can do it. I encourage if you guys can do it, the higher you get, the more rewards you get, so do it if you can. If you notice, mine's not just kind of doing it, so I gotta do some powering up, which will be alright. And with that, you're pretty much done. Now, again, do your skill book dungeons, but wait until after chapter 2. The only reason I say that is because it's going to ask you to literally go in here and fight this one. And then you'll be able to complete it. You'll literally go to guidelines. It's like the second, it's like after you beat, like, I think it's like stage 1 or 2. You literally get it. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to go visit the inn. For those of you guys who are new, this is a very special place for you. Typically, heroes are about 6,000 each person. So if you wanted to buy a hero, I would encourage you not to do that with rubies, 110%. It's a waste of your rubies and it's a waste of your time. One of the biggest things that you can do literally every day is you can literally go here, which is called the Heroes Inn, and you can literally work on affection towards a hero enough, they will actually join your actual team. So you'll literally get the hero for free. You didn't spend no rubies and nothing. You will have to power them up, but that's entirely your decision on who you get and how you power them up. But what we'll do is we'll go in here. We're going to skip this because it's just, this little introduction kind of greeting thing, blah, 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 blah. Skip all that. We're going to visit the inn. You get 6 heroes a day that you get to pick from, and we're going to actually pick this one because that's awesome. It's the first time I've ever seen her in here. And when you want that hero, you'll click Start Relationship. If you don't want any of the heroes that are currently in there at the time, literally just wait until the next day. It will reset every day. If you have a person that you're working on, only 5 of them will change every day. But I'm picking Estelle because that's just a good, really good starter pick for my inn here. So now I'm going to hit Greet Her, and I'm also going to hit the Send the Gift button. You can also do the middle one. The middle one is by exchanging friend points. So how you'll do that is you'll have friends. Don't worry about this one too much right now. Because as you're going to play the game and you're going to get stronger, people are going to add you because they have to for the quest. So don't worry about that. All you're going to do is click exchange friend points though. That'll allow you to exchange friend tokens and stuff like that. We're going to go to the missions though, because in the guideline mission, there is a road together. You'll get 1,000 hearts as starting out. I encourage you guys not to do that. Not to spend this. Only spend this on this. Don't spend it on anything else until further notice. Until you get a good amount, at least 20 to 30 friends. And then you can at least farm the friend points enough a day that you'd be alright. There's an event going on right now that you can do. I would encourage you not to do. It's like another day and everything. And everything, and that will actually optimize your it will optimize your team a bit, but there's only like, I think there's like 8 days left, so I encourage you guys not to do it. Some people are gonna get mad at me and say, no, do it, but literally, I think it has like 6 literal days left, and this event's gone. Let me see here. Oh, you have 13 hours. Actually, so as of tonight, so yeah, there's no reason to do that. Never mind. There's literally no reason to do that. There's no reason to go even towards that, near that, anything like that. No absolute reason to do that. We're gonna pop up these bottles again though on just Urze right now. I'm trying to get as high as I possibly can. The more damage she can do right now, it's gonna be great, especially tomorrow. She's getting a buff, so she's gonna be amazing. Alrighty, and with that, you've pretty much done everything that you need to do here. Now, I told you earlier about some things that we have, which I told you about the memory fragments. Now, if you guys did it right, you have 10,000 memory fragments that you use. How are you going to use these, though? Pretty much simply, all you're going to do is you're going to click Craft, you're going to choose the crafted item, you're going to click Other, and you're going to scroll down here to the very bottom one. For every 1,000 memory fragments that you get, you can create a random unique treasure ticket. These are what we call UTs. These are going to help your any person in that you get with getting them higher HP, which is really good for survivability. And it'll also help with the skill that they're using. It'll buff the skill usually either with damage or with oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Just higher output in stuff. Things like that. So first things first, I need to make sure what would be, I need to skip that because that's just going to give me, I'll do that here in a minute. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. What would it'd probably be blood liberation? Yeah, probably blood liberation for right now. I think that's what it is. ET3 for her. I don't actually know. Ray, will you do me a quick thing and help me figure out what it would be, either UT3 or UT4 for Urzi? I think it's UT3. That'd be awesome if you're still in chat. But pretty much now, we crafted those. If you guys saw, I went craft, others. I went down to the last one. I hit max. I hit craft. You have the money by now to do it. Then all you're gonna do is you're gonna click open, and you're gonna click open all 10. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna get 10 random unique treasures. Now they're random, so if you see nothing of these, none of these are for your actual hero. Oh my god, Isaiah, that's cool. Don't worry, because you can actually, funny enough, I got none of them. Perfect. So if you guys notice, I got nothing for any of my heroes right now. Not good enough for me. I need actual ones for my hero. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to click grind, and I'm going to grind every single one of these. But now an easier way I'm going to do this, I'm going to click grind, and I'm going to click every single one. And it'll just make it a little easier on me. I won't have to sit here and optimize for stability towards having to grind every single one. So yeah, boop. And now if you guys notice, we got something different than the ones that we had. We got unique treasure fragments. These are the better ones because with this one, if you go craft others and this one, you can create the unique treasure tickets. This is the ticket where you can actually select the ones that you want. So there's no literal reason that you can't select it. You can select any basic UG. So for this one, we're going to craft 2 of them, and we're going to actually pick, the only person that we're going to pick is for Urze's. So all we're going to do is we crafted that, and now we're going to do is we're going to click use. We're going to click hero owned, and we're going to go to assassin. I'm going to find the person, which is right here, and I'm going to pick the one that's going to help me, which I'm going to pick, I think it's this one. I think it might be this one too. I'm trying to figure out. It's been a little while since I played with Urze, guys, considering she's getting powered up tomorrow. It's been a hot minute since I've played with my girl here. So one moment while me and my friend figure out exactly which one we need, and then I will be right back, YouTube. Yeah, like, I don't know which one it is, right? It's the Fang of the First. Oh wait, which one is it? I just want to look real quick, because I'm not, yeah, we can literally pop on and, we can just look at it real quick so I know exactly which one it is. No, I want Assassin. It's Fang of the Fist. Oh, Fang of the Thirst. And welcome back, everybody, on YouTube. So we figured out exactly the YouTube that I need specifically for mine. If you guys need to get a guide, don't worry. I'm going to put in the description a great Discord to go to. They're going to have guides on most of the heroes, so if you need to find your specific hero, just go look there. It'll give you the best guide in trying to figure out what's the best UT. But my awesome friend here, Ray, is helping me out, and she helped me out figure out exactly what I need. So I need this one, so I'm going to collect both of these, though. And there's a reason that I'm doing both of these. Like this. I'm waiting for those just to craft really quick. Perfect. Alright, now, one of the things that we need is we need to figure out which one is the best. This one. As you guys can see down here, they get additional options as well, and this MP recovery per second is really good. If you guys get one like this that usually just has dodge and recovery, go for recovery, because that means when you get knocked down, you'll get up a lot faster. But for now, because I need a lot of MP recovery, this MP recovery per second, which is a high one too, which is really nice, will help me out a lot. So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to click equip. I'm going to click equip. This is going to go in this little top corner here. This also will, guys, if you guys will notice, this gives me 11,000, or sorry, 1,165,009 HP. So that boosts me up from what I had to a crazy amount here, and I now have 2,303,041 HP, which is great for, again, for survivability. It's great. Now, how I can awaken that up, you guys saw that here just a second ago, if I'll click this little button right here, we're going to make this a little bit stronger by increasing the stars. Again, everything has an ability to go up to 5 stars. After that, there's no higher abilities for UTs or anything like that, except for the UWs. There's something that we can do that later. We'll get into that later. And work on that. So now all I'm going to do for now is I'm going to click that. I'm going to click 100%. For the first tarring, you will always only get 100% chance. If you want to still get 100% chance, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to increase your number. So pretty much for that, you won't have these, you guys. If you guys are playing after 22nd, you won't have these. What these are just little extras that I get, so I'm going to use these on her right now and make these really stronger. But in order to get 100% on this, if you guys notice, I'm only going to get 50 if I use one. Imagine this is her UT right now. We literally just got the same copy, though. In order to do this, though, and if you don't have these, you have to have the exact same unique treasure to do this. But this will just give me a little luck chance. So if I wanted to do 50%, 100%, I click 2 of these. That will make it where I can get a 2-star. I'm going to actually do that because it's going to help out right now. Again, this will just optimize her. Now, the last one, I'm only going to do 3 because I need 4 to do the 3-starring. Every single one, you're going to go up a certain amount that you have to get in order to get 100%. So I encourage a lot of you to do a various amount of different things for this. I will show you that later on. But for right now, I have these. You can't do it with the thing that I want to do with these because they're specifically designed to only be like this. So we're just going to see if we get a chance and see if we can get a 3-star. If we can get a 3-star, that's awesome. And we didn't get it, so that's okay though. With that, we got a fail percent, I think like a 1 or 2% fail bonus chance. So next time that I do this, I should get a higher percent chance on getting it powered up. But as you guys now notice, she has 2,652,540 HP. So she went up a whole million HP, basically. So that's going to help her survive. Now, one of the things that earlier that we were talking about that were the skills. Now, in order to power those skills up, we specifically have to go here and click skills. We did kind of a thing here. I kind of skipped it. I apologize. I did not mean to kind of skip over that. I just didn't need to, Sweet blood. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I was on the right one. Skills here. I didn't want to make sure that I had, basically, didn't even really do that. In order to power up the skills, though, all we have to do is click this, and you'll need the specific amount of skill books to do this. Now, thankfully, they give you a few for just going into the skills here. They'll give you a few to start out with, but the rest of them, you have to get them from that skill book dungeon. Again, don't do that dungeon until you guys beat Chapter 2, and you start Chapter 2, which we'll do here in just a moment. But now, if you guys remember, you guys have some skill books here. In order to do this and get it fully up, you're going to need 200 to get a full maximum thing here. So we're actually going to do that. We're going to go 200 here. And now people are going to ask me, wait, why did you do that for? Because we're going to get the master books to get my main damage dealer's passive skill up. Because we're going to do the skill book dungeon here a little bit, so that'll get powered up. This here will get powered up a good chunk here, so I won't be too worried about it. So I'm going to do this one and get a nice increase in attack and max HP boost. And then as she's attacking now, I will increase her attack by a nicer chunk, and her HP will go up just a tiny little bit, which is really good for later on kind of things. You guys don't have to do it again. You don't have to do it like that. The reason I did that like that is because I'm already gonna, as we're doing the skill book dungeon, I will just go for her skill right now that we need to power up a bit here. So I pretty much won't have to do that again. You guys are getting gold. Make sure you guys come and claim all your golds. You guys want to pretty much do that oftenly. So I'm just going to kind of quickly do all that. Make sure everybody's collected so far. Perfect. Now I'm going to kind of go through here really quick and just kind of click these all off and click escape, because half of these don't really even need to be used. Again, you guys saw I get some skill books again. I get some fragments. And that's pretty much it for that. Ooh, I'm going to get some of that. I'm going to put more into Argyn. I'm going to put some more into Urge. I encourage you guys, if you guys are playing in the beginning, get your main DPS up and then your sub DPS up a little bit. Don't go crazy on your sub DPS. You want your main DPS doing the more damage. But your sub DPS can kind of back them up with a good amount of damage until you get them specific base gear. I'm going to do this really quick to shut up the skill books. Pretty much. Excellent, because yeah, she got it. Okay. Alright, so now we're done with that. Also, a guideline mission you guys won't be able to do, and like, if you guys saw I can't do it, you guys can actually get 1,500 rubies from the first few chapters, which is really nice. But in order to do it, you have to get every single one of these cleared. The reason that we can't do this one is because we cannot play the minigame 2 times today. The minigame is back here in the Heroes Inn. You'll click Heroes Inn, visit the inn. You'll need to do this every day when you're doing this, because you're going to get really good special rewards that are going to help you out. As you guys saw, I got gold. You'll get gold, hearts. If you guys get the percent chance, you'll get a ticket. I have not yet gotten a ticket from that, so I don't know if that actually works or not. So I'm just going to say if you get it, awesome. It's like a really low percent chance, so be prepared for that. If you do get it, you can actually get a hero for free. You don't have to worry about them in the inn. And yeah, so now pretty much what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to chapter 2, and we're gonna do at least we're gonna work on it. We're not gonna probably get all the way to finish chapter 2. But we're gonna try our best to get to it, maybe at least here, because then I can kind of explain this a little bit too. Because we're going a lot faster than we did last time. I did the CTube tutorial, but we had some issues last time. Also, when you guys get to the next chapter, you're going to have to make sure that your team is not this team, because this is not your optimized team. For me, these guys up here are my optimized team. And so they'll do, as you guys will watch here in just a moment, they're going to do a crazy amount, a crap ton of damage. towards the bosses or the mobs. They're just gonna kind of just mow through them like lawnmowers. As you guys see, we ran through it like nothing. So yeah, once you get your team optimized after you beat 1-20, the game pretty goes. The game pretty much goes. I'm sorry, kind of tongue tied there. Second, goes a little easier. Again, you will have to make sure that you're continuously optimizing your gear, and you'll continuously get better survivability until Chapter 6. Once we get there in the next couple episodes, it'll be a better to explain to you guys why you won't have to change your gear as much. Some people you will have to change it, but not for everybody. And so now, guys, for pretty much the YouTube content, I did a lot of explanations. I'm now going to take a little break from doing that, and I'm going to get you guys up to, I'm going to show you really quickly. I think actually really quick, I think we just beat the mission. We're going to do the skill book dungeon one. Yes. So now we should be able to do the... Oh, no, we got to clear 2-3. Let's clear 2-3 really quick, do this, and then after that, you guys will be required... I'm going to grab these really quick because, again, all these little things are helping us out. As we get past this one, you guys are required to go from here all the way until you get up to here where there's a cutscene. After that, we'll do some more explanations of what you got to do. Sorry there, I just had to click a few things off. Oh, I do have some left. Alrighty, now we beat chapter 2-3. We can now do the skill book dungeon, and I can explain a little bit more into that one, how it works. As you guys can see right there, that popped up the mission. So what you'll do, guidelines. This is why I say don't do specific things until you know that there's a mission that you have to do it. So it's like, an example being chapter 6. You're gonna start into trials, which we'll get again. I'll get into that more later. You won't do your trials though until chapter 7. The reason being is there's a quest in chapter 7 to do your trials. So you're just wasting time because you have to do it again. And half the time, if you do it the way that I used to do it, you pretty much can't do it until the whole next week. You gotta wait a whole week to do it. So I've learned to not do that and hold off a little bit and make sure to till chapter 7. Then I do it, and then I don't have to go back and do it again. Now you guys saw for chapter 2, that mission that I clicked right there is the stock game mission. If you want to just get to it really fast, you can click shortcut, and that will take you back here. And then we're gonna go do that one now. This is where you get your skill books. So how you basically do this is you're gonna click get ready. You're gonna put the people that you need in. Again, that's your main team. And everything. You're gonna start battle. You can only pick the ones that you need. So yeah, once you click the one, that's the only one you can get. But don't worry, you need that one. So just my advice towards doing this, I've been doing this on my alt account, the whole other account. I've been clicking the ones that I need and just doing the one person at a time. I would encourage everybody to do it like that. Get one person completely done with their skill books and then pick another person and only work on them. It makes it go a lot faster and a lot easier when you're doing that. We're pretty much just gonna do this though. We're gonna do both though, and then I'm actually gonna probably be calling it here for the video. You guys will have a class project. You will need to get to that tower that I showed you at chapter 2 until tomorrow, which then I will explain a bit more into how it's gonna go. First things first, I'm gonna click this though. As you guys saw, we're gonna get more out of the rewards, so just kind of be mindful of that. Try to get up to the higher ends, but know that you can't get up too high until you get your gear optimized a lot. Alright, and with that, we've got an extra couple skill books for Urze. So this will actually optimize her S1 skill, which is the skill that we also have our UT for. So that will just make her go even better at doing that skill. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here, and in order to do this, you're going to need altogether 200. So again, we won't be able to do this one for a little while, which is fine. By the time we beat at least the next 2-3 chapters, we'll easily be able to do that and get what we need for that one. But anyways, guys, I'm going to call it here for the YouTube video and the stream. For everybody in my chat that is live, I will be streaming later, like 6 again, like we normally do. And for you guys, oh, one more thing. I apologize. Before anyone does anything, try and save on your rubies until further notice. The reason being, I almost forgot about this. For you guys having it, when you guys get 2,500 rubies, you're going to go here. And for the beginning of the game, for every person who starts the game, you're going to get 20 starter pickup summons. So how this is going to work is you can go here. You can pick the actual people that you need for this. So for this, I'm going to pick, let my game here fix itself there. These 4 people. And what's going to happen is I'm going to get a luckier percent chance of getting any one of their unique weapons or unique tickets. Sorry, unique tickets, unique treasures. This will optimize my team even more because I won't have to try and go for tickets later on in the game that the event gives us to optimize our team. I'll be able to do this. We'll be able to do this tomorrow. So I'll show you guys more about this once we get into tomorrow. But I'm going to call it here, guys, for the YouTube videos and for everybody else in my chat. Again, I will be streaming again later on. For YouTube or not YouTube, for just normal stream. So we'll figure out how to do that until then. So. Yes. What one of my friends just told me, don't do that until you actually have your main team figured out. So for your main team, you're going to want to optimize at least the following. 1 tank, 1 DPS. That's your main DPS. So decide who you want to pick. For me, I picked Urze. If you guys want to pick her, you guys can pick her. She's going to get a buff tomorrow, like I've been saying like 30-40 times today. That's going to make her a lot better. So if you guys want to go that route, you can. If you guys want to go other routes, Cassel is really good. You guys don't have to change the main hero. He got a buff recently. He's doing... I have a friend named Tweeby. If you guys want to go check out his YouTube videos, he just did a recent speed run about him. So you guys wanted to see how well he does. You can take some time, figure out who you're going to use. For the sub DPS, I always... say to go for the hero that they give you that ticket for. It just optimizes your team better. You don't have to do a whole lot of moving around, and you can work on getting your team as you're working towards that. So for that one, it would be your secondary would be Celine. For the magic, it'd be Lorraine. And then your healer. Now for the healer, you don't have to do what I did. You can just use Frey. She's really good. She's got a shield. She'll do amazing for the beginning of the game. She will not fail you for that part. For most of you guys, for the magic side, or if you're just gonna use her, you just have to 5-star really quick before you do anything. I haven't done it, and I'm not gonna do it because I don't need her. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna call it for the YouTube videos, and